Hello there, this is David from David Books and Comics, and I'm going to present a comic book haul with one book, actually. So I hope you enjoy this little look at what I got. So I bought a Black Cat #1. This is as far as I can tell, the first Black Cat #1. I showed in a previous episode I think it was the 1990s version of Black Cat, which was her very first solo run after she appeared in the pages of Amazing Spider-Man. And I'll show a cover of that. And so I also got a book. This is The Left Hand of Darkness. This is world first. And it has shelf wear, but I don't think it's ever been read, looking through the pages. It has no spine, but you can tell that it's got wear and tear on the corners. And somebody actually put a price tag on there that I tried very lightly to clean. But anyway, that's the world first of one of the great science fiction authors, which I'm going to enjoy to read very carefully. This is Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. So that's that one. And I also got a Thongor. I remember I had a number 22 with the Jim Steranko cover. So I got a Thongor 23 just to fill in some of the empty spaces of my Thongor collection. This is from Creatures on the Loose number 23. And that's a John Romita cover. And here we have Creatures on the Loose 24. And that starts the comic book version of the novel that he wrote. The first two issues are based on a short story that Lynn Carter wrote about his sword and sorcery hero, Thongor. And I got a rough copy of number 26. And that one is also a John Romita cover. All right. And I got an Inferior 5 #1. It's not the first appearance. First appearance was in Showcase, I believe in the 60s, 62 or something, 63. So that's Inferior 5 #1. And here we have Inferior 5 #4. And this is a lampooning of what looks to be like Thor, actually. You see the character, obviously not drawn the way Marvel does it, but it looks like, it says Valhalla Baloo. So, and it says, is that the mighty warrior's battle cry? So it looks like the mighty Thor. Anyway, there's that one, number 4. Number 6. Inferior 5 #6. Nice crossover with Superman and Superboy and Batman and Robin. So that's Inferior 5 #6. Inferior 5 #8. There's that one. Interesting cover. It's Mike Sikowski did the cover, I believe. And Esposito, I think Mike Esposito. And there's Shadow number 4. It's a Mike Coluto interior art and exterior art, cover art. Beautiful Mike Coluto cover. Shadow looking like he did back in the 1940s. The story is likewise from the 1940s. It's I'd say a good plus copy of that. So that's the Shadow number 4. Then I got a Detective Comics number 483. It's a Detective number 483, and it's got a nice story, 6 sensational stories, 68 pages. And you can see the origin of Batman. I don't know if that's the first time ever, but the origin of Batman, right on the left panel there, from Detective Comics number 483. I don't know if that's the first depiction of the origin on the cover. Might be. And here's another good copy, good plus copy of Detective Comics number 481, with a couple of great stories by, edited, or storyline is by Jim Starlin. The artwork is by P. Craig Russell. And there's also another story, Two Continent Caper by Denny O'Neil and Marshall Rogers. So Detective Comics number 481. And then we have Detective Comics number 371 with that famous iconic cover of Batgirl. And cover art is by Carmine Infantino and Murphy Anderson. And really nice cover. This is a good copy because it has a tear at the bottom of the back of the page, back of the cover. Back cover has a tear, missing pieces. And this is the first appearance of the Secret Six. This is a very good plus copy. Number 1. Secret Six, first appearance of Mockingbird. So I thought I'd get that. It was relatively reasonably priced. It's a really reasonable price. Inexpensive. So that's Secret Six number 1. Dynamo number 1. It's not the first appearance, but it is Dynamo, drawn by Wally Wood. Interior art is Wally Wood. There's some Steve Ditko. Very inexpensive book. Great deal. So that's Dynamo number 1. And I don't know what the... Yeah, it's got some... You can see... I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's got some damage on the cover there. And then we have Red Sonja number 1. Beautiful cover. And that's John Buscema art. It's not bad. It's not his best, but it's not bad. Alright, so that's this one is from the 90s. It's not her first solo, but it is from the 90s. We got a Lois Lane, this 15 cents. You can see where the damage was done on the cover. And that's number 97. Interesting book. So that's Lois Lane number 97. And then we have Cat, early issue of the Cat. Greer Nelson, I think her name is. Something like that. And so that's that one. Nice cover. I think Jim Mooney did the cover there. Jim Mooney, and Mooney comes, yeah, and there's some inking or even some artwork by John Romita. Again, just by the shading. Never know, could be just all Mooney. And this is a reprint issue. The first 2 appearances of Elric of Melniboné, and the depiction of Elric is by Jack Kirby, and it's not the best, and it's certainly not my favorite depiction of Elric, but that's the only version of Elric by Jack Kirby that you'll ever get anywhere. So just on the cover, like I said, the interior art are 2 reprints. And last but not least is this one. And This one features an original story of Spidey being tasked by the Avengers to capture Incredible Hulk. The cover art is John Romita, I believe. There are two reprint stories of the return of Doc Ock from the Amazing Spider-Man issues, the early Amazing Spider-Man issues. I don't remember the number, but anyway, two great appearances, reprints, probably the first reprints of Doc Ock, Amazing Spider-Man, where Doc Ock makes his return appearance. All right, so that's it for my mini book haul. And so I hope you enjoyed what you're seeing, and remember to give me that like. And thanks all for your subscriptions. And make any comments that you feel you are interested in making. Okay? Thanks. Bye.